I am Elijah Radcliffe. This is my monument for Harriet Tubman in Washington, D.C. When you first come in here, you will see some signs that say who the monument is about. So it's about Harriet Tubman. She's a leading civil rights activist and helped many slaves reach freedom. This is one reason why she should get a monument in Washington, D.C. is because she rerouted the Underground Railroad to Canada, which prohibited slavery categorically. This ties in with the monument over there that I also have, so I'll talk about it more later. Here is some more reasons. She donated a parcel of her land to the African Methodist Episcopal Church in Auburn, and then the Harriet Tubman Home for the Aged opened on the site in 1908. It helps older people with life, like a nursing home. And then another reason was she was able to guide her parents, several siblings, and about 60 others to freedom. Another reason why Harriet Tubman deserves a monument in Washington, D.C. is because she helped the Union Army. While she was helping the Union Army, she was a cook and a nurse. Then the Union Army also used her for a scout and a spy. She was armed with a gun, so if anything happened to her, she could fight her way out of it. She was the first woman to lead an armed expedition in the war. She guided the Combahee River Raid, which liberated more than 700 slaves in South Carolina. That is a picture of Harriet Tubman on her lane, just sitting in a chair after the Civil War ended. For the monument part, this is Harriet Tubman. It provides a brief description, and it has a statue of her and her name. If you go to the right or left, it shows more statues of other people. Like this is an older lady that got rescued by Harriet Tubman, and a lady that was enslaved that got rescued by Harriet Tubman. Harriet Tubman helped a lot of people. She helped men, women, babies, kids, grandmas, and grandpas. All of those. And it's sad to hear that there were babies that were born into slavery and didn't have that. So Harriet Tubman helped babies get out of slavery. She also helped a lot of men get out of slavery too, because the Southerners would always buy like whatever slaves they could get for work. So she helped all kinds of people out on getting their freedom. Okay, so right here, this is supposed to be an underground railway. The tunnel is cut in half so you can see inside and see what the slaves had to go through. The Underground Railway was underground because the Fugitive Slave Act was passed that if anybody found any slave or African Americans, they could return them in to their owners and they would get money for them. So this is why that railroad was underground. Now the sign earlier that said she rerouted the Underground Railway to Canada, it's because Canada did not want slavery. And the Northerners were against slavery in the North, but would turn in slaves to get money. So this is why Harriet Tubman put the Underground Railway all the way up to Canada. Where this monument should go. This monument should go by the Lincoln Memorial because Abraham Lincoln was president at the time of the Civil War. He was trying to free the slaves by the Emancipation Proclamation. I think I said that right. And that did not free really that much slaves, or none at all, but he did help boost trying to get slaves, well, African Americans, their rights that they deserve. Yet that's one reason why Harriet Tubman's monument should go by the Lincoln Memorial. Another reason why is Martin Luther King Jr. gave his I Have a Dream speech. And Martin Luther King Jr. was one of the biggest civil rights activists. He was all about trying to get slaves and African Americans their rights that they deserve so they could be like white people. They were getting discriminated very, very much, and Abraham Lincoln and Abraham Lincoln and Martin Luther King Jr. was all about slavery. Harriet Tubman's monument should be in there because she was helping slaves reach the freedom they deserve. That is all I have for this project. Thank you for taking the time to watch this.